doing a little live broadcast with some live puppies. So this is one of our litters from Chip and Jingles. They were born March the 23rd, and they are just 7 weeks old, so they can go home. So you can view this litter on our website, LabPups.com. It's the Chip and Jingles litter. So you would go to our website and go to Meet the Puppies and view this litter, and could buy one of these adorable chocolate Labrador puppies. This is a male. So I think this is Bruno on our website, and I gave them all names so that people could refer to them by a name instead of the last 3 digits of their microchip number. I think felt like it was a little bit nicer than just 543 or 644. So yeah, these guys are adorable. So the males are going to be like dad. They're going to grow to be about 85 pounds, full grown mature adult weight, and they can go home now. They're up to date on all their vaccines. They're microchipped, deworming. They're healthy, calm, adorable, family-oriented Labrador puppies that like to lick a lot. They like to lick a lot. Yeah. You like to lick, don't you? Yeah. So I just did a video that I am working on editing that I'll be putting out on our channel, where I went to the BMW dealership to assess the puppy friendliness of an SUV. And so I had this guy with me. I know, because he was licking. He loves to lick. And his sister loves to lick too. So I believe I had Bruno here and his sister Godiva, because they both like to lick a lot. You're little lickers, giving puppy kisses. So I had a few minutes to go live and kind of share some of the things that I get to enjoy on a daily basis, being a Labrador breeder for the last 30 years. I've grown up doing this. Started in 1999, when I was just like 10 or 11 years old. 1991, not 99, 91. 99 is when we started our website. So we've been breeding for a few years before we registered our domain. And we've met a lot of really cool people over the years, all over the United States, mostly by phone. A lot of them come to visit us all throughout the United States, primarily Charlotte, where we're located, but also Florida, Georgia, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Texas, California. So it's kind of a cool thing that we've been doing for a while. You're just going nuts, aren't you? Yeah, you're just going nuts for licking me. Yeah, you're a sweetheart. Are you Godiva? I think you're Godiva because you like to lick. Yeah. I don't know if there are comments. I'm not seeing any comments. Let me pull if there's a comment window. Chat filter, top messages. Okay. If there is, I don't know. I'm not seeing it. YouTube has made some changes, so let's see. And then start a poll. I don't know. If you guys are making comments, I'm not seeing them. So just want to let you know, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't see them. But these guys have kind of plumbed. I've been out here for a little bit. I did a TikTok live, and then I came over to YouTube and figured I would finish up with a YouTube live. This is a little boy, so I think this is Bruno. You, Bruno, because you like to lick. Yeah. Are you all licked out? Huh? You all licked out? Plumb tuckered out? Oh, there you go. Yes. Trio triplets. I can see that. Thank you. So I guess nobody was commenting. Hey, little buddy. Hey. Hey. Are you tired? Huh? Are you tired? So here's a little girl. Well, she's not little. This is a pretty chunky little girl. Hey, you. Hey, you. I think this is Godiva. I think so. Yeah, I'm going to turn my camera around. I don't know what it is with puppies and shoelaces, but they absolutely love shoelaces. They just completely took my laces apart here. Yeah, it's pretty funny. And this is a little boy again. Hey, buddy. Can you say hello? Huh? You say hello? Can you wave? Wave to everybody. Yeah. 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 You're a good little boy. Yes, you are. So, yeah, so for over 30 years, we've been raising labs to be healthy, calm, family-oriented puppies. Emphasis on calm. We don't do any field trial. We don't do any show. There's a whole thing, American English. That was a terminology that I get asked a lot if my puppies are American or English. And that terminology was started by show breeders to differentiate themselves between themselves, show breeders, and field trial breeders or field trial handlers, which field trial, thank you, Mark. Yeah, thank you. Field trial labs tend to be kind of long-legged. Not that they're bred for that. They're bred for intelligence, hyperness, performance. But show breeders think that field trial breeders and handlers and just field trial in general are a detriment to the breed. And so show breeders came up with the whole terminology English. So they say that they raise their puppies to be towards the English standard, whatever the heck that means. You know, it's really all about aesthetics. So looks, how many inches at the top of the shoulder blades, which they call the withers, the length of the dog, the length of the tail, the thickness of the tail, and really all about the look of the Labrador. And we focus on health because you can have a great looking dog, but if they're unhealthy, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a dog to begin with. Oh, you're a ball of energy right now. Yeah, you get a little nap. And temperament. So health, temperament, and then we also want intelligent puppies. So intelligence is number 3 on our priority in breeding. And then the look of the dog, we do want a good looking puppy, but it's not all about looks. And then desire to retrieve is really the last point. And we put it last in our attribute lineup because it is important, but it's not the most important thing. Really, desire to retrieve signifies how easy the dog is to train. So if they have a healthy but not obsessive desire to retrieve, that generally means that it's an intelligent dog that has motivation to actually perform commands. Chaco, your little brother, thank you. Yep, she is beautiful. Thank you. So if anybody has any questions, I'm happy. I'll probably go for about another 2 minutes to get up to 10 minutes. So I'm here. Ask me anything about Labrador puppies, training, puppy biting. That's another big issue that a lot of people encounter, is what to do when your puppy is biting you. And we do have a technique that works fantastic in stopping that. So yeah, but you know, it's kind of an easy thing, Chaco, because puppies will pretty much lick it. You know, you put it closer to their face and they'll probably will lick you. Hey you. Yeah, see. So yeah, it's kind of a puppy thing. Yep. And here's one that just plumb tuckered out. I'm gonna flip the camera around. He is kind of chilling, getting ready to go to sleep. This one winding down, not as active as a few minutes ago. Yep. Hey buddy, you're a beautiful boy. Yes you are. See, that's the puppy biting. Labradors, Chaco, Labradors should not be aggressive if they're purebred. I think where people think they're encountering a lab, they're actually encountering a Chesapeake Bay Retriever, and they can be aggressive. historically known for being a one-owner dog. Chesapeake Bay Retrievers look very similar to Chocolate Labs, except they do have a little wider eye set. So between the eyes, a little wider. And there are 7 color variations with Chesapeake Bay Retrievers. So that's what, when a lot of times I'll get people that will ask me if Chocolate Labs are more aggressive than other breeds. But even with Chesapeake Bay Retrievers, they do have a color that is called dead grass that looks very much like a yellow lab. And they shouldn't be aggressive. Now they can be they can be a little spoiled rotten in training if a puppy grows up being allowed to do whatever he or she wants to do, and then they can talk back, get a little bit of an attitude. But as far as like aggressive, like attack you, no. I mean, if they're afraid for their lives, this kind of goes back to basic instinct. They can be just afraid. So if they were startled or if a predator were attacking them, it's fight or flight. So some of them choose to run away, and some of them may choose to fight. But most of the time, labs choose to run away because they're really not fighters. Very rarely will you find a lab that will stand their ground. It's totally possible, but aggressive, like unprovoked aggression, is something that I've never seen with labs. Princess, you wish you had a puppy. Well, am I a news anchor? No, I'm not. I guess I've just talked a lot over the years to folks, and I'm getting more and more comfortable on camera. So, but thank you. I appreciate it. I know I kind of have the look for it, right? Gray hair. I could be a younger Dan Rather or something. Yeah. Well, if anybody's in Charlotte and you would like to come pay a visit, you can meet us in person, meet me, meet some puppies. We'd love to have you visit. So something that, yeah, clean hair, clean shaven. That's right. Yeah. I don't know. I've tried growing facial hair, and I don't know. It just bugs me. So I always end up 3 or 4 days, and then I just shave it off and I keep it shaved. So, so Sally, you were attacked 3 times by a black lab. That black lab could be mixed with pit. That's typically what I found. So they may look like a black lab, they may not have any white on them, but could be a mixed with pit bull. So, do we support pit bulls? No, I don't do anything with pit bulls. I've trained one Staffordshire Terrier, which is a pit bull, but I don't know. He was about 5 months old. There was just something in his eye that I just didn't trust. So, well, Sally, I don't know. Maybe somewhere up the line something was bred in. I don't know. I can't really speak to those black labs, but I can tell you with mine, and that's really what I default to. I've never had any of our dogs ever attack anybody. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know who bred the dog and what it was bred with somewhere up the line. So sorry that you had that experience. My favorite breed, lab. We've had labs and goldens, and by far Labradors are my favorite breed. And these guys are all tuckered out. So I think we got about 63 people here now. And yeah, okay. Again, Sally, I don't know. Maybe somewhere up the line there was something bred in. Pit bull, who knows? I can't really speak to that. So I would say that is uncharacteristic of a purebred Labrador, black, yellow, or chocolate. So I don't know. Sorry, I'm sorry that happened to you, but yeah, I can just I don't know where those dogs you're speaking about, what their history is. So I can tell you that mine never had any issues. So these guys are biting on each other. There's a line of labs that are vicious, maybe. I don't know. I've never met a purebred lab that is. I've met mixes that look very, like I can discern that there's something else bred in, because of the aesthetics of the dog aren't consistent what I've seen for over 30 years. And that usually means that the breeder just was not very careful and allowed something to breed with their dogs. So, yeah, sorry that happened to you, but I can tell you with our labs, we've never had any issue like that. Now, puppy biting is not aggression. It's just they don't know their own strength, and it is up to us as owners, trainers, to teach them how sharp their teeth are. And once they learn that their teeth are sharp, and in the process and going through the like you see the puppy biting on me, that's not aggression. That's just curious. They're like a little bit like a shark, just putting everything in their mouth. Well, Susan, I can tell you that there's a reason that there's a great service that shelters offer, but I have had so many people that want to get a purebred dog because they want to know where the dog comes from and that it's going to be safe for their children. So I don't believe in the stop breeding until every shelter pup has a home. Shelters provide a great service, and rescue provides a great service, but there are people that want dogs that will never get a dog from a shelter. And I've had people that have, because they felt guilty, and then they told me that they're never going to get a shelter dog again because the shelter dog they got bit their child. And it's not just one or two people. I've probably had a dozen people that I know of, personal testimony, and their kids ended up getting stitches, or the owners got stitches, and it really scared them off from even wanting to be around dogs. But so anyway, well, I'm going to end it here because my phone's about to die, and I appreciate everybody that got on and all of your comments. And I'm going to be doing this a lot more frequently, so subscribe. Yeah, follow us. Anyway, guys, have a great Saturday, and I'll look forward to seeing everybody on a future live stream. Take care.